Chelsea Football Club have announced Xabi Alonso as their new manager on a 4-year deal, and he begins work on the 1st of July. Ladies and gentlemen, the man from the Basque region is ready to change the situation at the Stamford Bridge and bring some quality culture to the football club. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to bring you 10 things to expect from Xabi Alonso as he takes over affairs at the Stamford Bridge. This is Ajo Talks Football. My name is Akin Ajo, and let's enjoy this content and do well to subscribe.
Hi guys, it's Ibo Kwesi here. Please don't forget to keep watching Ajo Talks Football, and one thing, don't forget to subscribe. Love.
Now, guys, Charlie, yesterday I was able to shoot because we went to Wembley again and we were schooled again. Back to back at Wembley. Then I sad. I was very, very sad. I knew they would announce Alonso either on Monday or the Sunday, so I didn't want to shoot. I couldn't make you guys review of what happened at Wembley. But then I have been championing Alonso to Chelsea, and he's here. His nickname has been launched on Twitter. I'm here to announce, I'll even bring you guys his signature move, Alonso's signature aura move. I'm bringing you guys one. And also, what to expect. I've launched his name, Alonso. I've launched his song. I promise all my enemy they ain't no issues. DJ come me banga, make a bang to my big shoes. Is that Alonso? Alonso. Me and Alonso never go get issue. I told myself I won't defend any Chelsea coach again, but this particular man, this particular profile, this aura man, if you're wearing glasses, aura, it's cold. And now officially, let me tell you guys, no player at Chelsea Football Club has aura than the coach. So now the face of the project is not Enzo. It's not the boy that the England boy co-power. It is the coach. The coach. And before I even start, the 10 things to expect. You guys were asking, Ajo, he's a manager. Should I wear this one? Which one makes me look like Alonso? Alonso-ness. Is it this one? Or is this one? This one already inside. Alonso. Guys, okay, let's go. Like I was saying, now that he's at the helm of affairs, ain't no way Palmer or Enzo is the face of the project. He automatically, naturally becomes the face of the project. Now, let's go into the 10 things to expect from Xabi Alonso. Some of them I'll fix in my also expectations for him at the football club. He has signed 4 years. People were asking, Ajo, why is it not 6 years? Calm down. It's 4 years. It's an interesting contract. And I like the briefing that came from England. When they sat to talk to him, they are saying that according to my report, he didn't ask for even the managerial role. They were impressed with how he spoke, his interview, and they gave him the managerial role. So Alonso is not a coach at Chelsea. Alonso is the manager at Chelsea Football Club. Others have labored, and he will share the glory. As to the exploits, and to the again, Frank Lampard, Pochettino, Maresca, the philosopher, Lambrosina, Potter, name them. Have I left anybody out? Thomas Tuchel. All these coaches have labored and they wanted to call them head coaches. And now Alonso comes in, and what coaches couldn't get, he's coming to get and enjoy. So others have labored. So if we go and do the double, if we win the treble, if we are causing trouble in England and in Europe, we will also link this all to what? To these coaches, because they've labored, they've paved the way for Alonso to come and what? Succeed. Let me give this warning before we start the things to expect from Xabi Alonso. Now, his system, fair warning, is very complicated. His system is confusing. Me, a tactician myself, a young one, if you are that good, he gives you stress mentally, tactically too. And that's how the good coaches are. Because Alonso's system is not fixated on one particular like style. So when we go to the discussions, you get why. But I'll break it down for you guys. Easy. You guys know how to do them. So you guys will get it. At least you can use normal terms to explain to your friends and stuff. So let's start with the number one. Now I expect him, or he will build. Alonso will build a culture at Chelsea Football Club. Lucky for me, he's from where he's been called the Basque region. Now, Sociedad, Bilbao. If you look at their coaches, if you look at their players, they barely make moves outside. They believe in building a culture. They believe in longevity. They believe in staying at a particular place for a long time. So let me surprise you guys. One of the reasons why I wanted him to come is because he's a man that can give us a long-term project. Now, because these kind of profiles or people from the Basque area, they don't like to move around. It's going to help us. So if he went to Liverpool, they were assured of what longevity, 10 years, a club-like stay, a Pep-like stay in England. So be ready and expect Alonso to build a culture. And with culture comes longevity. Now, the atmosphere at Stamford Bridge, when I talk to my friends in UK, they always say, it's not bad, it's good, but he will improve it. He was there with the Leverkusen culture, the Leverkusen ultras, the growth, the passion in Germany. It has helped him. He came to England to see Liverpool fans. Oh, you know, in your heart, I will never walk alone. You never walk. He saw all these things, the goosebumps, the atmosphere, the aura in the atmosphere of the stadium. Alonso has seen it all. He comes with that package too. Chelsea Football Club versus Aston Villa. Then if you guys go to the stadium, if you guys can't watch Chelsea, you hear Chelsea, bro. Let's Stamford Bridge. I'm telling you, Alonso will change our culture at the stadium, on the touchline, at the training grounds, with what our players eat, dietitians, everything about the club will change. So it was important to give him the role of a manager. And he will come in with his technical team, we'll get there here, and he will help. So Alonso is a culture-driven person. Aside tactics, he will change the culture of Chelsea. Ain't no player who can come and say he's bigger than Alonso. He will help these players. He's a mentality monster. So guys, I will recommend that Chelsea fans or football lovers who want to follow Alonso, you have to give him time. Lucky for him, Ajo and his friends and people who love Chelsea and Chelsea fans, they were waiting to give Alonso this job. So now we'll give him time. So expect Alonso to build a culture. If, it's a big word here, if given time, 4 years is not enough for culture. So give him longevity so that he can build a culture that we've seen at Liverpool, a culture Pep brought to Man City, the culture that has Bayern Munich. Madrid don't really get culture because their fans, they're also DB fans, they're flex like that. They have a serious ultras and fan base. So Alonso will give Chelsea that culture. That is the first expectation. Number two, do not expect Alonso only to play a three-back system. He approaches games depending on the weakness of the opponent and his strength. Now we are building the story here. We are going tactical. Alonso is not fixated on one system, guys. He is not only a three-back man. Alonso can play variety of systems. And number two and number three is linked together. So follow the chart very well. Alonso, people are putting out only the three-back system. No. Alonso is more than the three-back system. In fact, Alonso loves to build up also in a three-back shape sometimes. It depends all on the opponent. Sometimes 4, sometimes 3. Now, let me make this clear. Everything Alonso does as a coach tactically depends on who he's going to play. So, I would like to mention some of the formations he plays. And then we'll go and throw more light on his build-up. Let's follow very well. So, it links me to number 3. Alonso can play a 3-4-2-1. Alonso can play a 3-4-3. He can also play a 4-2-2-2. He loves a 4-2-4. And he loves a 4-4-2. Now, this man, coached by Mourinho, coached by Pep, coached by Del Bosque, coached by Ancelotti, coached by who else? A lot of great coaches has coached him. So he embodies all their thoughts and their plans. Coached by Jose Mourinho, my daddy. He picks from here and picks from here and adds to his style. So he's a dangerous man. Extremely dangerous with the aura. Alonso is a dangerous guy. And this is Ajo who said he will stop hyping coaches that come to Chelsea. But with Alonso, I can't have an issue. So guys, don't expect a single formation from Chelsea. And luckily for him, thanks to Maresca, these Chelsea players love such systems. So example, if he's building up, he calls something the circular rotation. Now this circular rotation, he can do it in a 3-back system, a 3-back shape, a 4-back shape. Now let me explain the circular rotation for you guys to understand it simply in a simple way. Okay, so he's playing against a big team, like a pressing team in England, and his back three or his back four, the back shape, they are being pressed. So if you are pressing him, let's say you are pressing the right side of his defense, you can watch with the on the screen, the image. You are pressing the right side of his defense. Alonso will shift the left back or the left wing back into midfield, and then the left center back becomes the left wing back or the left back. The CCB becomes the left center back, and the right center back becomes the CCB, and then he pushes the right wing back to become the right center back. Are you following? So circular rotations. So he does that and also moves with the pivot. The pivot is the 6 and the 8, i.e. Enzo and Caicedo. They stay close whilst they watch. So if, let's say, Grimaldo at Leverkusen, he is joining from the left, he goes to join the midfield, it becomes a circular rotation. So he's passing the ball around them from behind, and you are pressing. So when you do that and you beat the press, then he moves the ball to the midfielders. The midfielders move the ball perhaps to the left side of attack. Then now his right wing back now speeds up. So it's like he's building up from the left, then switch to the right. That's why we see Frimpong always speed, or Grimaldo. Watch, Grimaldo sometimes speed. If he goes up from the right to shoot to the left, Grimaldo speed. Then he's entering the box to make a cross, or going wide. He's going wide to make a cross. It's very complicated. But I'll break it down again. His build-ups are very interesting. When you want to press him high with a high tempo, that's what we call the circular rotation. When you go low block, he makes an extra man available. Right, that's why he will bring maybe the double tens, brings one deep, like he was using Florian Wirtz. This time, Popama or maybe Esteval if he's playing two double tens. So everything about Alonso is bent on what the opponent will do. You press him, you cannot get the ball. So he needs to get the materials even right. So these circular rotations, when Chelsea gets this right, we are going to enjoy play from behind very easily. This is the same coach that can also go long balls. Again, number 3 is linked to number 4. Expect Alonso to make Chelsea fans enjoy a defensive structure. One thing Alonso has over Maresca is building defensive solidarity. Maresca lacked defensive solidarity, but Alonso's defensive structure, juxtaposing the circular rotations, the build-up from behind, his transitional play. Sometimes you have his 4 and 5. If he goes up in the 4-back system, they move into midfield, and he creates a box. Caicedo, Enzo, Fofana, Kowo, they've created a box, but they've moved to move in the middle of the pack, like a box, a square. So this man has a lot of tweaks. I'm even scared. A lot of tweaks. So Alonso, we expect him to build a very good defensive structure, because he has a very different mindset defensively, just like Mikel Arteta. They are very similar. Just that the difference between Mikel Arteta and Alonso is that Mikel does not chop and change his approach. 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. Let's do the same instructions. But Alonso changes a lot. And that is why it's a perfect match. It's a perfect one. That is why it's a perfect combination. Chelsea and Alonso. So guys, number 4, expect Alonso to build a defensive mindset and a defensive rotational structure. Very interesting. So you can't, you press Alonso, you're not going to win. Not to say he's not going to concede goals. I mean, we saw him struggling a bit at Madrid. But if he gets it right, Alonso's defensive structure is amazing. Sometimes you see the shape 3-2-4-1. You see the shape wide, horizontal shapes in the middle. So let's take it. It's very important that you note that Alonso, off the ball, defensive structure, expect you Chelsea fans to love it. You will fall in love with his defensive structure and the mindset. Because Alonso does not joke with defense. Off the ball, he's not going to joke. So if you watch 1, 2, 3, 4, number 2 and number 3 and number 4, they connect to each other tactically. And all it's based on what? Alonso build-up. Alonso build-up is similar to Xabi, it's similar to Pep, it's similar to Maresca. But he picks and adds. It's really similar to what the company does at Bayern Munich. They are all modern coaches. But Alonso's use of fullbacks, Alonso's circular rotation in build-up always makes opponents confused. So if you have a lazy presser, you will chop 6-0. You will chop 6-0. I'm telling you. And I'm not here to hype him. I'm here to give Chelsea fans what to expect from him. And backed with evidence, pictorial evidence and pictorial videos. So guys, this is what you can expect from Alonso. Don't underestimate him when you face him. Defensively, he might cook you. The structure alone is okay defensively. Let's move to number 5. Don't be surprised. Guys, don't be surprised if John Terry or Thiago Alcantara is part of his technical team. It's a very high thing for me that I'm looking at. Probably happens. Alcantara or John Terry. With John Terry, I doubt, because he has his fair share of argument or disagreement with the owners. But Alcantara is learning his craft step by step. First of all, he has a very good technical team. One guy there, he has been with him from the days at Madrid. And also days at Real Sociedad. And that assistant coach used to be with Madrid Team B. So Alonso, I'm expecting him, or expect that he comes in with, probably says that, okay, Alcantara, come and be part of. Alcantara said he was with Barca, but he was a very short spell. So I expect, or let's expect, don't be surprised if he brings in John Terry. And that would be beautiful, guys. What do you think? John Terry, Alonso in the dressing room. How dare you? How can you feel? How can you feel with these two personalities in your dressing room? So number 5 here, expect. Number 5, expect that Thiago Alcantara might be part of this technical team. Number 6, now the if is big. If Alonso will go with the fullback system, it is a very big win for Quenda. Now, Quenda, thanks to Amorim, my coach, he has helped Quenda expect the left wing back role. Quenda can play as a left wing back and plays so well. He combines the energy of defending and attacking. And there are few players who are left-footed and enjoy playing on the left. Di Maria made it special. Modern day, I've not seen players who want to do that and do it well. Now, this young boy Quenda is one of the few guys that want to play as what? A left-footed winger and play on the left. Now, down a subset of number 6, Baku. I expect Alonso to fall in love with Baku. Baku coming from Strasbourg to Chelsea, he can complement Alonso in the middle. Everything that he wants to do in the midfield, Baku will be, and this is where Lavia, I feel bad for Lavia. If the injuries don't go away, Alonso is brutal. Extremely brutal to sell Lavia. And now he gets shares. He gets saved for the dressing room. He's a manager, not a head coach. Difference day. Lavia, you have to keep fit. Lavia, you have to be fit. But Alonso will sell you. So I expect that Bako and Kwenda will have special roles to play under Alonso. Now, guys, quick question. Do you want to play Conference League football under Alonso? Me, I say no. So Chelsea players lose the remaining 2 games or win all. You win all, you can make Europa. Europa is good for Alonso, not Conference, bro. I'm kind of Conference. Let's move to number 7, the diamond press. I've spoken about the build-up. Now, let's look at the diamond press. Now, the diamond press, he used this very well at Real Madrid. Let me explain the diamond press. Now, you hear the word diamond in the press. It means not only the striker is about to press, he will invite one winger, but not from Arsenal, but he invites one winger to come and join close to the opponent's box and start watching how the opponent will build up and they'll start pressing. Vini was doing it with Mbappe. We don't know what happened at Madrid. We started fighting and it didn't work. I saw Vinicius Junior at the club World Cup. Xabi was shouting, start the press, start the press, start the press. And in that press, we were able to see Vinicius Junior playing good football. That was only for the club World Cup. So the diamond press comes in when the opponents continuously want to slowly build up from behind. And then he does the diamond press. Not shadow pressing, but diamond pressing. So diamond pressing, don't have only the number 9 pressing alone. He invites one winger to come. You can watch the video or the picture. He invites one player to come and they press together. That is what we call the diamond press. So at Chelsea, a diamond press, let's say if he's playing a 4-3-3 or no matter what he's playing, and number 9 is Joao Pedro, we are inviting Kwenda if he's a left wing back, or Palmer, or let's say Yildiz if you buy Yildiz, or Estevao to come and join, move from his position, come and join Joao Pedro, and you press together. Now there are so many forms of all types of pressing. You have the shadow pressing, you have the diamond pressing, the gang pressing, the slow pace pressing, the timing pressing. So the pressings, it comes, you see, sometimes people, Mbappe is not pressing, relax. There are so many types of pressing. Mbappe can do a shadow press and just close passing lanes to make the pass difficult for the opponent. That's all. So the pressing game of Alonso, and I will fix the pressing game with my next, sub point. Jackson, I expect, this is a personal one, I expect, or let's combine it, expect maybe Alonso to skip Jackson. And because he's a manager, he might stay and not move. Because he's a manager, he has the say. So honest, Jackson stays, don't sell Jackson. He stays. That would be perfect. And take a switch phone call and switch the lap back to them. The lap, go back to Ipswich. Go back to Ipswich. We beg you. So I expect Xabi Alonso to also maybe call for Jackson to stay. Now, why is it key for Jackson to stay? Number 1, he has gone to learn under Harry Kane. Do you know how good this will be for a team that signs Jackson? Why not keep Jackson for yourself? Think about it. He has gone to improve his technique at the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga is an atmosphere. The Bundesliga is a forum. The Bundesliga is a place where you can improve technically. He has gone there to improve. How will you sell him to Newcastle, Aston Villa, or abroad? Don't make a mistake and sell Jackson. Alonso, if you're listening to me, Alonso, I beg you, first homework I'm giving you, let's see if you can do that for me. Maintain Jackson. Let him have preseason. Let's see what Jackson can do for you. And if you want to play a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-2-2, you can have your Kwauke and your Jackson as your 2 top. Next expectation, I expect Alonso to make Enzo and Caicedo world beaters. Now I explain. They did so well under Maresca, right? And if you see what he did with Andek and Xhaka, and the way he wants his pivot to always move together, like some coaches were doing at Chelsea Football Club, but they couldn't do it well. Move together. The shape of his pivot always moving together, like what Xhaka is saying. Listen to this video, Xhaka.
Xabi is a little bit different. I think that Xabi can play a back four, but he can play as well a back five. You know, but what he wants is always a two number six, not running everywhere, but more of the time to keep the position. But I think that if
Xhaka knows they move together. So I don't see Enzo playing as number 10 again. I see Enzo now becoming a controller, a deep line playmaker, and Caicedo our box-to-box mechanical midfielder. I expect them to do so well. Backups in Baco, backups in Santos. I feel like with how things are going, Lavia might be sold. This begs my next question, and it's a question to you guys, whilst it's also an expectation. Will you guys bring Xhaka on board as all the experienced players that Alonso will have to coach this team? Will you guys do a deal for Xhaka to come to Chelsea and help Alonso, the Alonso man? Now, next one. Oh, it was in my next point. Don't be surprised if he signs Henderson or Xhaka or any of his former players. Tapsoba. Tapsoba is a master of his system. I will do that deal. He's 25 years old. 25 years. He can come to Chelsea and do what? Tapsoba or Van Hecker from Brighton. I expect these two players to come and help Xabi Alonso. Alonso, this deal will help you. Now, I'll go beyond the 10 because we have a lot to see. Now, let's see. What will be the plan for Estevao and Xabi Alonso? What will be the plan? Now, before Estevao came to Chelsea, the briefing was that he would play as a number 10, right? And as a number 10, we had Kopama there. So he had to make a shift to the right wing. If Alonso is not playing with wingers and he's playing with the 3-4-2-1, it suits Estevao. But the question is, will he be comfortable playing two left-footed number 10s? So I'm eager to see, and I expect that Estevao will do the surgery or get fit for preseason. If you don't make preseason, you don't get the system acclimatized to your body. You're not going to start, bro. So Estevao, the entourage of Estevao, I'm keen on seeing what they do for my boy. What will be the plan for Estevao? Double 10? He can play as a double 10. Right wing? He can play left wing. He can't defend like Wenda. So I won't subscribe that. I'll also place him as a left wing back in his system. That's if he's playing a 3-4-2-1. 3-4-3 good. He can play as a right center, a right winger. So guys, we don't know what Alonso is coming to do at the Chelsea Football Club. Unless preseason, then we see. And that's what makes it beautiful. Okay? Now, when you see Alonso, I'm going beyond the expectations because we have a lot to ask and discuss. When you see Alonso going for signings like, let's say, Yildiz or Diamonde from Leipzig, then I know that he's not going to play a 3-back system. Then maybe you play a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 because he's a huge admirer of Yildiz. He's a huge admirer of Yildiz, and I expect that some talks will begin. He's asking for mastermind players. Alonso is asking for mindset players with serious mindset per report. He's asking for players who come in and do the job. So in my last evening suggestion to Chelsea fans, I expect that Alonso makes Levi Colwill a world-class defender. I want him, what I thought, to make Levi Colwill. He do for that. He brought in Den Huijsen and convinced him so that he will make him a very, very good defender with his ball-playing abilities. Now, I want to see Levi Colwill partner somebody, and it's not Fofana. So bring me Van Hecker or bring me Tapsoba. Bring me, I don't know, but we need somebody who can, I can't touch Fofana. And so guys, these are my top 10 with some small additions to expect from Alonso. I've made it clear. we can only suggest or guess the approach he's going to go with because he's a pragmatic coach. He has a lot of styles, a lot of arsenals garnered around him. So guys, do what to subscribe. My name is Ajo. This has been 10 things to expect from Chelsea's new coach, Xabi Alonso. We'll see you up next with Alonso again. Who he sells, who stays, and who he sacks. That content will be coming at Doctors Football. We'll see you. We're out.